So we're live. Let's get some really nice jazzy music in the background. And let's continue. Let's talk about this. Because I really like talking about magic cards. Continue this onward. All right. Oh, I see what it does. Okay. Actually, I got this. I know exactly what to do here. That way I can still hear. Oh, no, it's not. It's not capturing it. No. Okay. I think that should be good enough. Let me double check it through an extra source. I hope everybody's having a great day. Most of you probably watch this later, not so much now. That's okay. I think I finally figured out my issue with all that. I think that should be good enough. Let me double check it through an extra source. I hope everybody's having a great day. Most of you probably watch this later, not so much now. That's okay. Alright, so yeah, clearly watching my own stream here. Her. Alright, yeah. But like, you know, but yeah. So here we are. I just want to talk about a couple of cards that I pulled. Because I feel like they need to be talked about because oh my god. Uh So for those of you who play Magic, who come and watch this and whatnot, actually, let me grab my deck because there's two cards. Or did I? No. Those are in the rare pile. It's in the rare pile. So there's a card that I pulled called, and I really hope this isn't doing double music, called Peer into the Abyss. It is a sorcery card, okay? You know, nothing super amazing. Like, you know, it's a good card. I mean, it is super amazing, but its cost is, I'll just read it. It's 7-drop. Target player target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in his or her library and loses half their life, rounded up, each time. Now, okay, that doesn't sound like much. Really doesn't. Because it's 7-drop, right? Well, so there's a card. It's 40 cents. 40 cents. Like, you know, that's nothing in Magic. Well, it's not quite nothing. It's something, but it's not completely nothing when it comes to Magic. And that is, let me grab it real quick so I can read this properly and not butcher it. So hang on just a second. Okay. So I put this in a mass deck, which, you know, it's a mass. It's not the bee's knees. It's a mass. I like a mass because it's a neat little mechanic, and I want to see it work. It's kind of like my shrine deck, which I actually have officially made work. I only gotta do a few more test plays to guarantee comes off the way it does. But all right, Kaza Royal Chaser. I'm going to try and get this to focus on it, but I really doubt it's going to because, it's in a sleeve. But I'll just, it's a 2-drop. So I will read it to you. 1 blue, 1 red. Legendary creature. It's a human wizard. So they are. Kind of looks like a guy, but you know how this goes. Has flying and haste, so automatically 2-drop. It's 1/2. That's nice. It's flying and haste, so automatically it can come out and strike. But it can do its tap ability instantly, and its tap ability is tap the card. The next instant or sorcery spell card you cast cost X less, where X is the number of wizards you control. So, peer into the abyss with this card, which Nicobola's colored decks aren't that uncommonly colored. Green, red, black, or blue, red, black aren't that uncommon. You literally need 3 other wizards to make that cost 3. And they could be literally cheap little 1-2-drop wizards. They don't have to be anything amazing. And you have now peer into the abyss for 3. 3 black mana. And the 3 colored, that might be a little bit harder to do. But that's still the combos this card can be put into. This just has no right being 40 cents. It just doesn't. And I just, maybe I'm crazy for thinking that, maybe I'm crazy for thinking that, oh, well, this is a good combo, but I'm a very creative person, I've been told. Over the years, a lot of my friends who play me, I think the best compliment I ever got was from one of my buddies named Phil. He told me that, and this is going to sound really silly, but he's like, I always love playing you when you make a new deck because you'll play your first card, and I'm like, okay, I think I know where he's going. And then you'll next turn come around, and you play your second card, and I'm like, I have no idea where he's going with this. And so it's always something new. It's the first couple times, you never really know the mechanics when you're playing against somebody, but after the 8th or 9th time, you start to see where they're going with that, and I'm over here talking with my hands and my camera's way up here, and it's just so interesting to see somebody bring those kind of mechanics in and so on and so forth. It's much like the Ugin's a good card. Do not get me wrong, Ugin is a great card. The fact that you can get him out and for 8 and he's a 7, and you can, basically get to that 10 ability, or even, let alone that X ability. Oh my goodness, that X ability. That makes him really great. But in my opinion, the guy I just put in my draw deck, it's Tifrit, the time master, and I mostly play modern, so this doesn't apply to all setups. Standard is not my cup of tea because it's a lot of just shell lots of money out, which we all do. If you play Magic, you love the game, you shell money out. But some of us, it's more, that's more pressing versus I can wait for I think was it Dragons Tarkir I saw for $99. CMTG boxes. Let's just double check here. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Strixhaven's still, new, so of course that's not gonna be super high, but on eBay, boost of Theros Beyond Debt, $44. Ethereal Revolt, or Arthura Revolt, yeah, $54.99. Now, granted, those aren't all great sets, but or modern. I mean, heck, Rises Zendikar eBay, $59.99. There's some really cool mechanics in that. But that's just me. I'm a strange person. I play strangely. It is what it is. Like, so I can wait for a lot of this stuff to drop in price. Now, obviously, time spirals. You're never going to see that drop in price. Like, unless it was going to go up in price, probably. You know, whereas other things like Born of the Gods, 140. That's more than I think what it was when it launched. A bunch of others go up, but I mean, Guilds of Ravnica was not a bad set. It's 115. There's a lot of hell. Return to Ravnica should not be 134. I'll just say that right now. And there's just Dragon Maze. Yeah, that was a really good set. Toy Wiz has that for $89.99. Like, but I play modern, so a lot of these like newer cards I'm looking at, I'm just like, what is going on? Because you got cards that allow for these crazy like low end combos. I mean, you wouldn't think there'd be a lot of wizards in an amass deck, but there is. Like, a lot of those zombies are wizards. It's don't ask me why, but they are. Like, it's crazy to me. I will never truly understand why some of this stuff goes on. Maybe I just don't have the maybe I'm smooth brained on some of this. Trying to think of other stuff. Like, there's just so God of the Snow, one of the more recent, Kaldheim. I don't want to say Caldeum because Caldeum was a different set. I think he was like just a couple of bucks. But he untaps. When he attacks, he untaps every snow permanent you control. So that means all your land just untapped. Even if a land just came in, it comes in tapped. You attack, it's untapped. Now you've got to use it for anything else. Like, I mean, yeah, granted, that's not for summoning phase, but like, if you build the right snow deck, that's good counter. That's good instance. That's good, like, response stuff. I mean, hell, he's green. If you just ran a green deck in that and untap the snow permanents, the snow forests, like, that's Rancor. That's, Rune of Power. That's, those are sorceries, I think. But like, I think one of the instances might be forced adaptation. It's been a minute. But there are some really, like, awesome combos you can just pull right out of nowhere. It's really kind of interesting what you can do with some of these newer cards. Is it the best it's ever been? By no means, no. But yakking. Oh, I didn't put talking. I put lacking. Oh, I just realized my mistake there. Ah! Oh man, so people probably coming in and see what kind of retard this guy is. So automatically they just think, he dumb. He can't even spell, but he talking about that magic. Yeah, I'm a terrible wizard. I cannot spell. I just seen where I put that wrong. I'll probably play a game here in just a little bit, but I wanted to talk about these, like, have this little tangent about some of these cards that I see coming out in these sets that really could just, like, blow over in modern. Like, hell, my Shrine deck actually officially could do something now. I looked it over. I was looking at it, and as soon as my other Soul Wardens get here, like, I'll gain 3 life anytime somebody puts down a card. But anytime anybody puts down a creature, and that gets me a 2/2. Yeah, 2/2 creature. And then that, equals another creature in the battlefield, which gives me more life. But and at the end of my turn, if I gain, I think it's 4 life. At the end of my turn, I get a 4/4 angel. And then when that enters, that procs another thing, and it fills in on itself. It's really fun. I build things just because. I've never looked up a deck built and went, oh yes, I'm gonna build that. I've always just seen a card and was like, that's interesting. I wonder what I can do with that. My buddies have helped me out because we play a lot, even in these times. We'll get together every now and again and play. Really great friends. I don't know where I'd be without them. There's just so much that I really, really enjoy about what I see in these new sets. Heck, even the fungus stuff from Time Spiral got a little bit of extra stuff in 2021 score set, like stuff that I wouldn't even thought about. Now I can actually build the fungus deck I've been looking at. Like, yeah, is it going to be the strongest thing ever? Probably not, but I play to have fun. I guess I'm strange in that regard, but like it's what I do. It's what I enjoy. It gives me a lot of joy to play a lot of that stuff. So, all right, I think I'm gonna switch it over to what do I want to play? See, that's the problem. I have all these games, and I never know what I want to play. But yeah, I'm gonna pause the end the stream for now, and I'll come back with a new with a game. But just like anything else in my life, when I have a tangent, I got to talk about it. Thank you for